Hey everyone, welcome back to The Art of Attraction, the channel dedicated to helping you build stronger, more fulfilling relationships. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's crucial for any relationship to thrive: intimacy. And no, I'm not just talking about the physical stuff, we're talking about that deep emotional connection that separates a fling from a forever kind of love. Over the years, I've seen countless couples struggle with intimacy issues. They come on my show, sit in that chair, and tell me their problems, and you know what I tell them? I tell them the truth, even if it's tough to hear. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to ask the hard questions, the ones that make you squirm in your seat a little bit. Why? Because that's how we grow, that's how we learn. So if you're ready to get real about your relationship, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Let me ask you something. Do you feel emotionally safe with your partner? Do you feel like you can share anything with them? And I'm not talking about physical safety, though that's important too. I'm talking about feeling secure enough to be your true self, warts and all. Think about it. Can you be completely honest? Can you tell your partner your deepest fears, your wildest dreams, and your most embarrassing secrets without feeling judged? Can you be vulnerable, let your guard down and show your true self? Can you be vulnerable, let your guard down and know that you won't be ridiculed or rejected? This is what emotional safety is all about. It's the bedrock of a truly intimate relationship. Because without it, you're always holding back, building walls, and never truly letting your partner in. And if you can't be vulnerable, you can't have true intimacy. It's as simple as that. Look, I've been married to Robin for over 40 years, and let me tell you, it hasn't always been easy. We've had our share of disagreements, our share of arguments. But you know what? We always felt safe enough with each other to work through those issues. Because at the end of the day, intimacy isn't about being perfect. It's about knowing that your partner has your back no matter what. It's about feeling seen, heard, and understood at the deepest level. So ask yourself, do you feel emotionally safe with your partner? If not, why? These are tough questions, but they're the questions you need to be asking yourself, because without emotional safety, true intimacy is impossible. So take a moment to reflect on your relationship. Are you building a foundation of emotional safety? Because that's where true intimacy begins. It's about creating a space where both partners can be their authentic selves. So ask yourself again, do you feel emotionally safe with your partner? If not, what can you do to change that? These are tough questions, but they're the questions you need to be asking yourself. You know, folks come on my show all the time and they talk about their relationships, and you know what I see? I see a whole lot of people who don't know how to communicate. They talk at each other, but they don't really listen. They don't hear the emotions behind the words. They don't understand the unspoken needs. They keep secrets, they bottle things up, and then they wonder why they're not feeling connected. Let me tell you something. Communication is the bridge to intimacy. If you can't talk openly and honestly with your partner, you're never going to achieve that deep, meaningful connection you're looking for. And I'm not just talking about the everyday stuff, like who's doing the dishes or what's for dinner. I'm talking about the big stuff, the scary stuff, the stuff that keeps you up at night. Your fears, your dreams, your insecurities. Can you share those things with your partner? Can you tell them what you need, what you want, what you're afraid of? Because if you can't, you're building walls, not bridges. You're creating distance, not intimacy. Look, I'm not saying it's easy. It takes courage to be vulnerable, to put yourself out there, to risk getting hurt. But let me tell you something, the rewards are worth it. Because when you can communicate openly and honestly with your partner, you create a level of trust and intimacy that's unbreakable. You build a foundation that can withstand any storm, and that, my friends, is the true essence of a lasting relationship. Let me ask you this. Are you and your partner headed in the same direction? Are you both striving towards the same horizon? Or are your paths diverging? And I'm not talking about which restaurant you're going to for dinner tonight. It's about more than just the small, everyday choices. I'm talking about the big picture, the overarching themes of your life together, your values, your goals, your dreams for the future. Do they align? Are you both envisioning the same kind of life? Do you share the same core beliefs about the world, the principles that guide your decisions and actions? Do you have similar visions for what you want your lives to look like together? Are your dreams compatible? Look, I'm not saying you have to agree on everything. That's unrealistic. Differences can add spice to a relationship. But you need to be on the same page when it comes to the things that really matter. The fundamental aspects of your life together. Because if you're not, you're going to end up constantly pulling in different directions. This can lead to endless conflicts and misunderstandings. You're going to be building your relationship on shaky ground. A foundation that can't support the weight of your combined lives. And eventually, that foundation is going to crumble. Think about it. The cracks will start to show and the structure will fail. If one of you wants children and the other doesn't, that's going to be a major problem down the road. It's a fundamental difference that can't be ignored. That's going to be a major problem down the road. It's a conflict that will resurface time and again. If one of you values financial security above all else, prioritizing savings and investments, and the other is perfectly content living a more bohemian lifestyle, embracing spontaneity and minimalism, that's going to create tension and resentment. These differences can become sources of ongoing friction. Shared values are the compass that guides your relationship. They provide direction and purpose. They keep you on track, ensuring that you're moving forward together. They help you make important decisions together, decisions that affect both of your lives, and they ensure that you're both working towards the same destination, a shared vision of the future. So, take some time to really talk to your partner about your values and goals. Have those deep, meaningful conversations. Make sure you're on the same page, aligned in your vision and purpose. Because if you're not, you're setting yourself up for a world of hurt down the line. Misalignment can lead to heartache and regret. Let's be honest, folks. Disagreements are a part of life. And when you're in a relationship, those disagreements are magnified. You're two different people with two different perspectives, and sometimes those perspectives are going to clash. But here's the thing, it's not about conflict, it's about how you it. Because how you resolve your disagreements will make or break your relationship. Think about it. Do you and your partner engage in healthy, productive arguments? Or do you resort to yelling, name-calling, and personal attacks? Do you listen to each other's point of view, even if you don't agree with it? Or do you shut down and refuse to communicate? Look, conflict can be an opportunity for growth. It can help you understand each other better, strengthen your bond, and build a more resilient relationship, but only if you approach it the right way. So the next time you and your partner have a disagreement, take a step back, breathe, listen to each other, try to see things from the other person's perspective. And most importantly, don't be afraid to apologize. Remember, you're on the same team. You're supposed to be each other's biggest supporters, not each other's worst enemies. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Physical attraction is important, don't get me wrong, it's what initially draws you to each other. But let me tell you something, it's not enough. It's not what's going to keep that spark alive year after year, decade after decade. True intimacy, lasting intimacy, goes beyond the physical. It's about connecting on a deeper level. It's about sharing your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your vulnerabilities. It's about being completely comfortable with each other, even when you're not at your best. Think about it. Do you and your partner share a sense of humor? Can you laugh together, even when things are tough? Do you enjoy spending time together, even when you're not doing anything special? These are the signs of a deep, meaningful connection. It's about feeling seen, heard, and understood at the very core of your being. And let me tell you something, that kind of connection is rare, it's precious, and it's worth fighting for. So take a good hard look at your relationship. Ask yourself, do you have that deep, soulful connection? If not, what can you do to cultivate it? So, there you have it. 5 questions to test your relationship's intimacy. Now, I know some of these questions were tough, but remember, the first step to fixing a problem is admitting you have one. If you want to build a stronger, more intimate relationship, you need to be honest with yourself and your partner. Talk about these questions, share your thoughts and feelings, and most importantly, be willing to put in the work. And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to The Art of Attraction for more relationship advice, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Because at the end of the day, we all deserve to experience the joy of a truly intimate connection.